Okay. There we go. All right. Welcome, my beautiful friends, my fellow warriors of love. Thank you so much for being here. Today's going to be a very special call. We're going to show you how to do healing without taking on other people's stuff. So this is definitely for you if you're someone who is a closet healer wanting to be a healer, or you're already an established healer. Healing can be all sorts of things. Could be through music, could be through yoga, could be through meditation, could be through breath work, could be um, any practice where you're holding space for another to better themselves. One of the core things that happens to healers and empaths is taking on other people's stuff. So this call is definitely dedicated to you if you are also an empath who takes other people's energies. We're going to do a process today to create stronger, healthy boundaries so that you can distinguish between what's yours and what's others, and how not to take it on, and how to be able to sustain your energy so that you're only dealing with what's coming up for you and not taking on other people's stuff from work, from family, from relationships, from children, from the collective, from the area that you're in, from the where you live, your city, your country, and the planet, etc. So let me know if any of this resonates with you. I'd love to hear, first of all, where are you tuning in from, and what is your number one challenge as an empath? Please write that in the comments so that I can integrate it into today's healing. We're probably going to spend half an hour to 45 minutes maximum. I want to keep it short and sweet, so I'm aiming for the 30 minutes. And then I'll open it up at the end if anyone's interested. We will be teaching the Infinity Healing Training this weekend. I'm so excited. We have close to 100 Infinity Healers worldwide. And if you are not aware, like if you've seen these posts where I go, would you like an Infinity Healing for this and that? Been putting them out for 13 years, so I'd be surprised if you've missed it. But if you have, this is an opportunity to actually not just receive the healing when I put it out, but to actually be trained in this high level healing modality that has changed the lives of so many people worldwide very rapidly, and getting to the root and creating long lasting changes in their lives, whether it's to help you with finances, relationship, career, health, entity stuff, forgiveness, childhood trauma, etc. So super, super excited. And we have a very special gift for you. If you wait till the end of the call, I can try to pull up that. There's a special link where we can gift you guys a special gift. So stay tuned for that as well. All right. Without further ado, I'd like to bring to you the Infinity Healing process. So today's topic is sustainable healing, how to thrive in your healing practice without burning out. So if you guys heard my story before, when I first started, I started off as a hypnotherapist. And as a hypnotherapist, it was the first time where I felt, finally, I'm good at something. Because before that, getting fired from all the jobs that I didn't even like, getting the lowest grades in school, and then finally discovering a healing modality, started off with hypnotherapy to help people quit smoking, lose weight, reduce stress, clear phobias. But then I took it to a whole other level, getting to the root of their traumas, which technically you're not allowed to do as a hypnotherapist. So then I created my own modality, the Infinity Healing. And I'll share a little bit about how that came about. But my point was, finally, I was like, yes, I'm good at something. I'm helping my clients. I'm doing this. I'm helping them. I help this client do this. And very rapidly, that was the first time I had this like false ego confidence boost, which was very, very shortly followed by a huge humility pill, a huge humility pie. When I remembered the truth is that I'm not healing anyone. The truth is I'm holding space for my clients to remember who they are, right? I like that word, remember. One of my mentors uses it a lot. So we forgot, like we bought into a lie that we're not good enough, for example. And then we remember that we are good enough. We bought into the lie that we are not worthy. And then we remembered we are worthy. So we forgot these things sometimes during childhood when we created a false belief that says, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not deserving, um, I'm not a good boy, I'm not a good girl. And then we remember the truth is that we are an expression of the divine, that we are just by us being, we're infinitely worthy, deserving, good enough, etc. So very rapidly after taking that humility pie, eating that humility pie, I went back to, okay, it's not me. I'm holding space. We can take as healers full ownership of the fact that we are holding space 100%. And with that, that entails keeping your energy clean, being a great listener, staying in your heart space, doing your spiritual practices. Yeah, just listening with your heart's ears, observing with your third eye, all those other things. And and you're doing that, and your client is the one letting it go, letting the traumas go, because they can choose to not let it go. And if you're working with source, God, universe, whatever word you have for the divine, creator, great mystery, that infinite intelligence and infinite power and infinite consciousness and infinite healing is working with your clients, or those that you're doing healing on, including yourself. So you're holding space, let's call it source, God, energy, doing the healing. Your clients or the other person is opening up, is receiving, is allowing, is letting go, right? So that, because before that I was doing Reiki. Reiki is like, I'm channeling this energy, I'm sending it to my clients. Sometimes I'm taking on their stuff. So let's get right into it. Starting now, would you like an infinity healing to remember the truth of who you are? If you like that, just say yes. Yes. So now that I'm remembering who I am, I'm remembering the truth about what is healing. Would you like an infinity healing to know what is healing? Because a lot of us are stuck in the trap of like, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal. And that's a matrix trap as well. So would you like to remember the truth of what healing is? Hey, Munira. Hey, Belinda. And to remember the truth of your abilities, your gifts, your talents, your abilities as an empath, as a quote unquote healer, as a great listener, as a holder of space, to really claim those qualities that you have. A lot of healers that I talk to are like, can't everyone do that? I don't know. If I go to a bar and meet the drunk, the person who's over drinking and, getting into fights, that was me a long time ago. Hey, Star Traveler, would you want that person to hold space for you? So yes, everyone can, but who's putting in the work, right? So would you like to claim those traits, those qualities that you have, that come to you naturally, that you might have more abundantly than others, more actualized than others? Would you like that? Yes. So remember the truth of who we are. We're remembering what healing actually is. And we are owning, valuing our gifts and talents and abilities. So now when we're putting it out there, again, as empaths, I'm curious to know who on this call are either closet healers or actual healers. Just curious to know. So either you're wanting to step into being a healer or you're already doing that. And now the next step is how to sustain your ability to do healings on others, right? We're as empaths, we love helping. We get this huge fulfilling feeling when we help others, but there's a shadow aspect to that as well. So we want to address those shadow aspects. Star Traveler, you're both a closet healer and an actualized healer. Can you explain The both. I love paradoxes like that. Okay. So next step is how to support and help others from the right place. So a lot of times, um, I remember learning this a long time ago. We don't have sympathy for others because there's a judgment in sympathy. We're feeling sorry for someone else, so we're seeing them as less than. But you can have empathy. I feel for this person. You put yourself in their shoes. You empathize with them. So, would you like an infinity healing to let go of feeling sympathy for others and instead replace it with having empathy for others? Yes. And from that place of empathy, would you like an infinity healing to always check in with yourself? Am I feeling guided to support and help this person? How many times have we spent all this time and energy to try to help someone, and at the end, it just went into some weird black hole within their soul? It just didn't. It wasn't received. It was rejected. It was sabotaged. It was draining you, and they didn't receive it. It's a lose-lose situation. Those are the worst. So let's learn from those lose-lose situations and get into the habit of checking in with ourselves. Would you like an infinity healing to always check in with yourself? Am I feeling guided to do anything about this situation, about this person? Yes. So now when we check in with ourselves and we get a very clear yes, and that yes could feel just like an expansive feeling, a light feeling. For everyone out there, it's going to be different what feels like a yes for you. But when you do get that yes, to honor that and to do it in a way where you're not taking it on, right? So there's how many people here on this call take on other people's stuff to help them, right? So that's a learned behavior. It's not healthy. Um, and let's unlearn that and remember the truth of just being, just listening, just being in our hearts, just allowing, just holding space allows for that to happen. So, Belinda, I have done several courses but did not make it to practice. I totally hear that. So many people are they kind of take one course after another and they're not getting it out there. And you're not alone, and I'd love to support you in getting your courses, getting your healing out there. And I'm in the process of creating a new program and got several already that help healers get themselves out there. So, would you like an infinity healing to not take on other people's energies, emotions, traumas? Would you like that? If you like that, just say yes. So, how to feel good about ourselves, helping others, but in an empowered way, in a way where we're actually checking in with ourselves, honoring ourselves, and following through when we feel guided and when we don't feel guided. Would you like that? Yes. And when we check in, am I guided to help this person? And we get a strong no, to honor that and to follow through on it. Would you like that? Yes. Perfect. And when we do help that person, would you like an infinity healing to really see it in the most empowered way? We don't want to help the person in that old school martyr way where we're sacrificing ourselves for the other person. We want to help the person in a way where we come out of that feeling good as well. Would you like it to be a win-win situation? And to be a great judge of character. I remember walking out of several conversations with people when I realized they're one-way conversations. This happened like a few weeks ago. There was this person that I met, and every time I would bump into this person, it was just all about him, and it was like a pull energy. It was just like pulling on my energy, and it was all about him. And as soon as I start to share something, it's quickly brought back into that person. I'm sure we all have that wound on some level, on some spectrum, but then that basically tells me that this is taking energy. And then I'm going to use what I'm observing, right? Judgment gets a bad reputation, but you could be discerning with that personality type and go, okay, moving forward, after that, when I would see him, it would just be a very quick, hey, and I'd keep it moving. So would you like an infinity healing to be a great judge of character and know the type of characters, personalities, energies you want around you, and be a great person who honors and loves yourself enough to have strong, healthy boundaries with the ones that are not for your highest good? Would you like that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And now, when we're helping others, and we got the yes to do that, would you like an infinity healing to know how to do it in a way where it actually fills your cup? So, the way I look at healing is two people coming together to remember the truth about something. If I've experienced several things, like in the last 13 years of doing this healing work, almost every session, the client is literally there to mirror something that I could also work on. And so it's like the universe bringing us together in order for both of us to remember. And I don't look at it as I'm healing them. I look at it as they're mirroring or holding something that I have, and that's bringing us together. And then we're both receiving the healing from Source, God, Universe. So would you like an infinity healing to, when you're holding space, that you're also receiving the energy, the love, the healing from Source, God, Universe, and not having to take on the other person's stuff? Would you like that? Yeah, so we're clearing the martyr archetype, mindset, habit, pattern, and we're replacing it with only giving from our overflow, right? Not giving from our own, but filling our cup and giving from the overflow. Would you like that? Beautiful. Great. So yeah, we went through that whole process. Now we've activated how to not take it on, how to give from our overflow, how to keep our cup full, how to check in with ourselves when we're feeling guided. And would you like an infinity healing to get into the habit of asking yourself the question, is this mine? Is this theirs? And if it found its way into your field and it's not yours, how to quickly, immediately return it to sender, as I read in a book once. It's like the wrong address. Oh, it's like when you get a mail and it says, oh, this is Nicole Smith, and I'm Tariq Bibi. I'm going to go, oh, return sender. This is not my stuff, right? It's not my mail. It's not my letter. So it's not my package. So same thing when we feel, well, especially when it comes out of nowhere, or especially as soon as you connect with someone and then you start feeling it, that's a good indication that you're feeling their stuff. So we can feel it, but not take it on. And then I'll do a second process for something else. So would you like an infinity healing to get into the habit of checking in and returning to sender when it's not yours? Yes. And then there's this really cool process I learned once. Imagine two volumes. One volume is to feel all your stuff, and one volume is to feel everyone else's stuff. So when you're around lots of people and you're feeling like, this is me when I'm around at a restaurant and there's so much going on and I'm with someone in front of me, I'm just like feeling everyone's stuff, right? So what you could do is this really cool process where you imagine this volume here is how intense you want to feel everything around you, and then you just bring it down. So right now, I don't need to feel what everyone's feeling, although I'm feeling someone's right foot really hurting. And then you put what the intensity of what you're feeling within your own self, just like increase that up. So you're reducing what you're feeling around you and increasing what you're feeling within your own self, which really is a great way of bringing yourself back into your body. Would you like an infinity healing to do that? I'm curious to know who feels like they have a right foot issue. If you want to just breathe into that. I'm returning its sender right now. All right. You got to practice what you preach. Okay. Any questions so far? How's this resonating with you guys? Beautiful. All right, this concludes our call. Guys, we're keeping it short and sweet. And if anyone is interested in joining us for a 2-day powerful infinity healing training this Saturday and this Sunday from 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, you can go to tarikbb.com/healing and you can fill out a form there. tarikbb.com tarikbb.com/healing. It should be on my link tree on Instagram, and it should be here on display. I think I can highlight it right here. And then when you fill out that form, it takes you to my calendar. But if you know for sure that you're interested in joining our Infinity Healing, this is the last opportunity to join us. You can go directly to tarikbb.com/healing courses. Is it called a dash hyphen? Not the one at the bottom, but the one at the top. Courses. Or you can just go to tarikbb.com and you'll see one of the buttons to press is called Healing Courses. And then when you click on it, you'll learn about Infinity Healing Level 1. You'll see all that this course entails. You'll see all the testimonials from our clients. We're offering it on special. It's at $1,888 as opposed to $2,222. And in this course, you'll learn about how to release limiting beliefs. Think of all the limiting beliefs you have and how they're negatively affecting you. So a limiting belief can affect us by not being in a healthy relationship or not being in a relationship at all. And a fear can stop us from following our passion and purpose and going after the life we want. A toxic emotion can keep us in a dense energy that continuously attracts more and more denser type of experiences. Our root traumas are the root of what's blocking us from living our ultimate reality, making as much money as we want, having the best job career, having the best type of relationships, having great health. So by not addressing these core beliefs, fears, emotions, root traumas, it's actually costing us through bad choices in health. It costs us in all the money that we're kind of wasting trying to fill that hole. It costs us in toxic relationships, in draining experiences, in unfulfilling jobs and careers, and taking medications, getting drunk, like just doing all these things instead of dealing with the root. When you deal with the root, you no longer need to numb yourself out from these emotions. You're actually facing the emotions. You're addressing them. You're releasing them. You're alchemizing them. You're transmuting them. Not only do you do it for yourself, you also do it for your children, whether they're not here yet, your future children or your current children, because it goes through the whole DNA and goes forward and backwards. And then it also affects your family. So the more I was doing healing work on myself, the closer and closer I became with my father and all my family members. And so it also heals your parents and goes further back to the ancestral lineage. And also we had people tell us that it was like the mother of the house and how her stepping up then was blessing everything around her. Like people around her started up leveling and upgrading in their lives. So if you're looking for a tool that can help you clear very rapidly the root of anytime you observe a limiting belief, a negative pattern, a karmic cycle, something from childhood, trauma, emotion, and it's something that keeps recurring, you can take a moment, take literally like you can take a minute, get to the root, do some clearing, cleaning internally, and then immediately the infinity healing will locate the limiting belief, fear, emotion, root trauma, release it, alchemize it, and replace it with what's best. And yeah, imagine having that tool for the rest of your life that literally turns you into the spiritual master that you are. It's such a powerful tool, and there's so much more that it can do. And also for those who have a hard time when you take on other people's stuff, this is a great tool to just immediately clear it. This is not my stuff. I'm going to take 1 minute, activate the infinity healing, clear whatever I took on. And we also are offering you guys monthly affordable payment plans. I think we have it at like $200 a month, and you can still join us. Again, it's this Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't make it live, we'll send you the replay. In fact, as soon as you make your investment, you get the whole level 1 from last time we recorded it, day 1, day 2, the course material. And yeah, the closing date for this is this Friday, because we're not gonna, if you signed up last minute, I wouldn't know, like you might miss the email that's inviting you to the Zoom call. So definitely do your best to sign up as soon as possible if you want to join us. And yeah, may your life forever change. May this investment go out and bless you always and always. Belinda, thank you for the special healing session. You're very welcome. Star Traveler, it resonates a lot, feeling ungrounded the last few days. Thank you so much. And how are you feeling now, Star? Excellent. So link is there, targetpreview.com/healing, and through targetpreview.com, there's a way to contact us if you have any questions. We're here to support you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to being with us right now. I thought I saw something about an eclipse happening May 5th. Yeah, so I think in 5 days there's another eclipse happening. So right after that, we'll be doing the training. See how it goes. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now.